Hey, this is Natalie with the Fit Journey. We're going to do a nice stretch today. And to be honest, my hips and my seat are a little sore today from all of the leg lifts yesterday. So we're going to get a nice stretch in today, and then we'll come back tomorrow for some Pilates. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and go onto all fours to do a cat-cow stretch. This is one of my favorites. So we're going to arch up and then round the back. Let's do it again. Arching the back. Nice deep breath. And then rounding up. Good. Let's do it again. Sometimes these repeat exercises are really nice for a stretch themselves and also for a quick release when you have actually done the exercise. Let's go ahead and do it again. Good. And come back to neutral. What I'm going to have you do this time, and go as deep as you can without putting any pressure onto your ankles or your feet. I'm going to take my seat to one side and my arms the other way, and I'm going to push in to that outer hip. So I'm getting a nice stretch on the outside of the hip, but I'm not putting any pressure onto my legs, onto my lower parts of my legs, my ankles or my feet. Good. And coming back up, we're going to go the other way. So let's go as far as whatever's comfortable for you. So you're stretching right along the outside of your seat. Good. And come up. We're going to do something called wag the dog. So you're literally going to wag your seat. So you're going to take your hips and your shoulders and crunch in your side, and you're actually going to do, it's stretching that opposite side, and it also is stretching along your seat. And then you're going to go the other way. So you're making a curve with your back. So I'm lengthening all the way through here from my tailbone all the way up to my shoulder, and then I'm going the other way. Good. Let's do it again. Back. And you can do this slow, you can do it a little bit faster. And bring your legs around to sit down. Now, if you have really tight hamstrings, you might do this sitting on a pillow just to get your legs up, or to get yourself up a little bit to release some of the pressure on your hamstrings. Okay, so you're going to have your feet about hip width or mat width apart. So not together, not off the mat, just a nice comfortable position. Sitting up really tall. We're going to do the spine stretch forward, so the arms are going to come up. And you're going to pretend like you're a fountain, and then you're just going forward. So if you turn the fountain off, you just kind of round forward, taking your head in line. And then you're going to stack yourself back up. So starting with your tailbone, you're going to start stacking up your spine from there, like when you turn a fountain back on. And then reverse it back down. So reaching towards that opposite wall and then coming back up. Now, if you feel that if you can go down this far and you feel there's a lot of pressure in your heels and that's an issue, just stop here, because you want to keep the weight here versus on your feet, okay? If you have no issues with that, so my injury is in my foot, it's not my heel, you can go down farther. So we're going to go ahead and do it again. Now this time, either stay where you are. This time I'm talking about somebody's grabbing your arms and pulling you to that wall, and somebody is taking your tailbone and pulling your tailbone to the opposite wall. And rolling back up. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. And rolling down. And coming back up. Good. So catch your breath. Roll those shoulders back. Set your chest. Let's do it again. Rolling the shoulders back. Make sure you're sitting on top of your sit bones. So those are those two bony areas. You don't want to be back here, and you don't want to be arched all the way forward, which this happens more often than the other. Okay, next we're going to go into the saw, and you're going to have your arms out straight. And I'm actually a little bit too close to the wall, so slide over a little bit. Okay, so you're going to take your arms out straight. If you have a wall there, you're going to twist, and you're going to reach towards your pinky toe or beyond your pinky toe, and then coming up. Twist the other way, and reaching along. Good. And go to the best of your ability. Now when you do this, I want you to try to keep your hips even. Don't let that opposite leg turn in. So what I mean by that, let me get back to the other side. Watch my back leg. I don't want you to twist your hip, and your hip comes off the ground. See my back leg? I'm over exaggerating. But I'm pulling this hip forward. I want to keep that opposite hip down so I get an even stretch. Good. Now same thing if you feel this in your ankles, if that's where the injury is, then you don't want to go down. So this may be as far as you go, and you may think about looking to that back wall. So if that's all that you can do, just here, that is completely fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and do it again. Nice and smooth. Coming up and other way. Nice and smooth. And coming up. Reset. Roll your shoulders back. Take a deep breath. Let's do it again. Rolling your shoulders back. Sitting up nice and tall. Now we're going to go into the spine twist. So you're going to take your arms out to the side again, and you're going to twist to the side, and then switch direction. So nice and smooth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now remember that opposite foot. You want to try to keep your hips even. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Sitting up tall. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now you want to think about this as like your upper body. So your ribs are moving from side to side. Do what is comfortable for you. Let's do one more set. And switch. Now this time you're going to pulse 3 times. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and switch. And 1, 2, 3, and switch. 1, 2, sitting up tall. And 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 more sets. And 1, 2, 3, and switch. And 1, 2, 3. Good. Reset. Rolling your shoulders back and down. Deep breath. Let's do it again. Rolling the shoulders down and back. Good. So I'm going to have you we're going to do kind of a modified figure 4 stretch. So bringing up whatever leg, you're going to cross it over, sitting up tall, and you can just hold it here. Now make sure that the side of your leg is above your knee. So you're just sitting up tall. If you need a little bit more of a stretch, you can push that leg down, or you can cross it over more. So if you cross it over more, that will give you more of a stretch through your seat. And it doesn't take very much. Good. Sitting up tall, opening that chest up. And then we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So when you're doing this, my weight is on this part of my leg and on my calf. I'm not pushing down into my foot. So crossing that over, sitting up tall. And like I said, you can push down on that leg a little bit. This is where it's really important to make sure the calf, the side of your calf, the side of your leg is on your thigh, not your foot. So you wouldn't want to do this because that is sickling your foot. And I'm going to cross it over just a little bit more to feel it more in my seat, sitting up tall. Now if you do cross it over more, don't twist it. So you may need to let up a little bit because you don't want to twist your leg down. This is just a gentle stretch. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn around and face me. So I'm going to open one leg out to the side. Again, my weight is even onto my hips, and I'm not pushing down onto my foot. So I'm just going to walk it forward as far as you can go. keeping both of your seat completely on the ground. Trying to find a nice way to say that. Good. Now I'm going to have you walk a little bit to the corner. Not very much. And just relax that foot. And coming up, I'm going to take the outside arm and I'm going to gently, I'm not actually going to go over my leg because I don't want to put weight on that foot or the ankle. I'm pushing down this hip and I'm just stretching in the side. I'm not going to go all the way over because this is a good stretch as it is. Good, make sure you're breathing. Okay, now you're going to look down towards that foot. Good. Now taking your arm up, I want you to look at the ceiling and I want you to press with the heel of your hand towards the ceiling. And you'll feel that right through there. Making sure both of your sit bones are even. Let's go ahead and do the other side. So pulling this leg in, and you may have to adjust. So if that was your bad leg or whatever, you may have to bring your leg forward, or you may have to do the whole thing from here. Because again, you don't want to twist that. So find a comfortable position. Okay, so since this is my bad one, I'm not going to go very far forward. This is as far as I'm going to go. Because I don't want to put a bunch of weight on that, and I want to get a nice stretch in here. So I'm just going to hold it right here. So the weight is on my arms, and it's on this thigh. Good, and I'm going to walk to the corner. Good, and coming back up, I'm going to reach up and pushing down. Now I can go, since that is not my bad ankle, or my bad foot rather, I can go a little bit farther. So remember to do what's best for you. Really pay attention to what your body's telling you in your own recovery. And go ahead and look down, making sure that that hip is down. So I'm not putting any pressure on this. And I'm going to take that palm, look in the ceiling, the heel of my hand, my palm to the ceiling, pressing it up. Now make sure your shoulder's down. I didn't say that earlier. You don't want to be here. Make sure that shoulder is down. Good. And coming up. Go ahead and take your legs out to a comfortable second position. Make sure you're sitting up tall. If your legs are in, that's completely fine. Let's go ahead and take our head to the side. And let's go the other way. Looking down. And gently lift your chin to the ceiling. Go ahead and do a slow head roll. Either way, nice and slow. And then go ahead and go the other way. Good. Rolling your shoulders back. Let's do it 4 times. Really pushing down. And last one. Let's go ahead and go the other way, rolling forward. And 2. Good. And 3. And 4. Now we're going to go ahead and lay down on our stomach. So we're going to do the swan again, and then we're going to lift up into a Superman. So having your hands gently to your sides. Think about lifting out and up. My seat is relaxed. I'm not squeezing with my seat. And back down. Let's do it again. Lifting out and up. Good. Now this time you're going to take your arms back. Arms are back, but you're still going to lift out and up. So lift out and up. Make sure you're breathing, pulling that navel up and back down. Let's do it one more time. Lift out and up. Good. Hands by your side, side of your chest, and lifting up a little bit farther as far as you can go. Shoulders are down. Now from here, we're going to stretch our hamstring, excuse me, not our hamstring, our quadricep. So reaching back, or you can just stay here, reaching back, grabbing your shin. You're going to gently pull your heel in towards your seat. Use your breathing. Keeping your navel pulled up. Don't let your seat come up. You don't want to do this. So I'm still pressing my hips down, my navel is up. Gentle stretch. So even if you're here, just hold it up here. That's totally fine. And let's do the other side. Yeah. Now make sure that you're not letting your leg fall open to the side. Good. And we did this last week, the open book, so I'm going to go ahead and lay. I'm going to face the back this time and then turn around and face the front. So we're going to stack our knees up. And you're going to have your hands around your head from here. And then you're just going to open up towards the ceiling, keeping your hips stacked and your knees stacked. So we'll stretch your upper back. Take some deep breaths. And close it back in. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Open it up. Deep breath. And close it in. Good. Okay, let's go ahead. Roll onto your other side. Same thing. Make sure that your hips are stacked. Like there's a pin going through your hips and through your knees. Closing the arms around. And open it up. Just your breathing and close. Good. And open it up. And close. All right, go ahead, lay onto your back, pulling your knee in as far as you can. Okay. Now I want you to go ahead and straighten this leg. If you're here, that is completely fine. So I want you to go up as high as you can. And I'm a little tight right now. Good. And then you're going to bend your leg and then straighten it up. Make sure you're not putting any pressure on that opposite leg. One more time, bend it in and straighten it up. Good. Let's go ahead and do the figure 4 again. Bring that opposite leg in. Hands reaching through. You can either stay here, I want you to completely cross your knees and pull them in. Okay. He likes to head me, if you haven't noticed. And then switching sides. So pulling your knee in, I'm sorry. Stretching up. Oh, quit. Stretching your leg out. And flex. Not flex, excuse me, that's what I would say in dance. Usually you'd flex from here and then stretch it up again. So just bending the knee and then stretching it up. And then bend it in. He likes hair. One more time. Stretching it up. Another rat's nest. Cross your leg over into the figure 4. Stop. And now go ahead, either stay there or cross your knees completely crossed. and hug it in. Okay, go ahead and grab your leg, pull yourself up. And if you want to go ahead and repeat any of those, make sure you do that. Make sure you give yourself a rest, and we will see you back here tomorrow for some Pilates.